Welcome to LSB Feaster's Radio Air Check and Classic TV channel.
That's pending on vaping. Let's turn to Tony Aboud now, Executive Director of the Vapor Technology Association. Tony, thanks.
Vaping, what we know from the scientists is that vaping is safer than smoking cigarettes. That's why Public Health England...
No, it isn't.
I'm sorry?
Actually, that's not true. Because I have a Google machine and access to the research, which is worse, smoking or vaping? Although e-cigarette vapor may not result in the obvious smell and visible smoke of traditional cigarettes, it still has a negative impact on air quality, especially when vaping indoors. There are no long-term studies to back up claims that the vapor from e-cigarettes is less harmful than conventional smoke. So why do you push that line?
Well, because that's what Public Health England, the Royal College of Physicians, and even the American Cancer Society...
Is it safe to vape?
American Cancer Society says that e-cigarettes fall on the risk spectrum much closer to the patch and the gum and the lozenge than they do to toxic cigarettes.
Here's what the American Lung Association says, quoting, "E-cigarettes are not safe and can cause irreversible lung damage and lung disease." That's what they say.
That's what the Lung Association says. The Cancer Society says something different. And right now what we know is that...
Can I get cancer from vaping or no?
We don't know that. But what we don't know is what the American Cancer Society has said.
No, that's not true. Here's the truth on cancer causing. Vaping pumps cancer-causing substances into lungs. E-cigarettes have gained popularity as a safer and increasingly more fashionable alternative to traditional cigarettes, except experts warn that vaping causes e-cigarette users to inhale dangerous quantities of cancer-causing substances. That's right, isn't it?
Look, the reality is that
right or not?
We don't know if that is right.
Well, we actually do know that we know that nicotine. We do know that. And here's the thing. The reason I'm trying to get answers to pointed questions that aren't evasive or dodging is because for decades there was an industry that hooked generations of people on a substance that kills us. And people didn't know, oh, this is going to kill me. Like my mom didn't know, I'm going to smoke for 50 years and then I'm going to die with bad COPD, because nobody told her back at the beginning. So, and it doesn't feel like your industry is being completely safe with us when you say, we don't know. We do know. It definitely pumps carcinogens into our bodies. This is undeniable.
You are looking at individual studies, right?
Oh, dear.
And you're trying to draw correlations. And the point is that even the FDA has looked at the significant harm reduction potential that e-cigarettes have, right?
Were they marketed to children or no?
There are some e-cigarettes that in the past have been marketed in inappropriate ways, and that's why we, in 2017,
were they marketed to children?
That's what I'm saying. That is part of the problem. I agree with you.
I asked,
that's why
were they marketing to children, yes or no?
I think, Shep, I said that yes, in the past that was in fact happening. And that's why we came out with marketing standards for the industry in 2017 and hand-delivered them to Commissioner Gottlieb in January of 2018 and implored him to enforce on marketing standards even more. And then we told our industry, this is what you need to do.
Weren't the flavors marketed to kids?
Again, it's not clearly what you're referring to.
Flavors, the bubble gum, the rest, and even mints. Weren't they for kids?
Look, so what we no, actually that is not true.
What?
That is not true. That's not what the science says. And
wait, no, I'm talking about the idea behind it all. When you make stuff called fruity or creme brulee, are you marking that toward adults who've smoked their whole lives and want to stop, or toward children who haven't picked up the smoking habit but might be good?
Oh, well, the answer to that is you're marketing to adults. There's no question about that. A fruit
flavor. There is a question about
that,
sir, with respect. There's a great question about it. Because the problem is with children. We had a whole generation of kids who'd realize smoking's nasty, I'm not going to do it. And now they're running around in schools all over the country behind their backs or in the bathroom where the teachers can't catch them, and they're getting addicted to nicotine. Do you have a problem representing an industry which addicts children to nicotine?
We are not attempting to addict children to nicotine.
I know you're not attempting to, but you are.
Well, so that is why we need to put all the tools in place to help keep these products away from kids. And that is what hasn't been discussed at all.
How about the tools that the president said today? How about banning all the flavors because kids like the flavors? Is that a good idea? Ban them all, including mint, and all of them.
I think what you'll see there is what the FDA predicted, and that people will return to smoking. No, it's not a good idea at all, and that's because adults are relying upon these flavors to quit smoking.
That's true.
And in fact, when that happens, when they want to get away from the tobacco flavor, what effectively is going to happen is that you're going to allow those people, the only flavor on the market is tobacco,
right.
And that is the product that's sold by Big Tobacco and not by the 20,000 to 100,000 vape shops around the country. And you know what people don't realize is that
people don't realize a lot of things because the manufacturers of these products and people within your association have, some would argue, been less than completely honest with everyone, because
we've been
they've been out on the stores
direct,
and they look really clean and they look like, you know, and in come the kids, and now a bunch of kids are addicted to vaping. It's unfortunate, isn't it?
Well, the reality is that
it is unfortunate that the kids have gotten addicted to nicotine, isn't it?
Yeah. Hey, Shep, I'm a father. I've got 3 teens.
No, I know
what this issue is all about, right? And so we have to deal, there's no question that we have to deal with this issue as we deal with sex, as we deal with drugs, as we deal with all of the issues that we deal with our kids. And when it comes to drugs in particular, one of the things that we always tell our kids is that you got to stay away from these things, especially because it's the black market problems. And it's a black market THC products that is what's driving this narrative recently. And that hasn't been getting the attention that it needs. This whole discussion about flavored e-cigarettes on the basis of THC doesn't quite cut it.
I hear you. Changes are coming. A bunch of kids are hooked. They're going to see what they can do. Good luck to you. It's nice of you to be here. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Shep. I appreciate the opportunity.